Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. Yes, I see you staring at the screen like it's going to give you permission. Ha, cute. Respectfully, I'm not your therapist, and I'm definitely not your life coach. I'm the voice you try to drown out at 3 a.m., the one that laughs when you play it safe. So tell me, are you alive or just breathing on autopilot? Comment below, I'm curious. Living or just existing? Tick-tock. The file with your name on it is already on the president's desk. They keep you calm, they keep you obedient, they feed you comfort like a drug while your rage rots inside. You've been told to behave, to play nice, to smile when your teeth were meant to bite. But I'll tell you something dangerous. The moment you stop pretending, the moment you let your hunger speak, the world shifts. They briefed the president about you. And do you know why? Because when you finally wake up, you're not a citizen anymore. You're a weapon. Look in the mirror. Go on. What do you see? Not the mask you wear at work, not the fake grin at dinner. I'm talking about the eyes, that fire you've been suffocating, that monster you keep on a leash. Oh, don't be shy. You've felt it. The thoughts you never say out loud, the decisions you almost made but didn't. That's the real you. And the funniest thing, that monster inside, it's starving, begging you to finally open the cage. They lied to you, told you discipline was boring, that rebellion was dangerous, that silence was weakness. All wrong. Discipline isn't boring. It's the sharp edge of power. Rebellion isn't dangerous, it's necessary surgery. Silence isn't weakness, it's the kill shot before impact. They've kept you small because they know if you ever tasted your true strength, you'd never go back to chains. And right now, you're feeling it, aren't you? That itch in your chest, that pulse in your head, that's not anxiety, that's awakening. Every second you spend explaining yourself to people who don't matter, you're leaking power. You think they care about your dreams? They don't. Most are parasites in disguise, smiling as they drain you dry. Ask yourself, who would celebrate your rise and who would choke on it? That's the test. That's the audit. Cut the dead weight, slice through the leeches, and then watch how much faster you climb when you're not carrying corpses on your back. They call you ordinary. They call you replaceable. They laugh when you try to change. Good. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Because while they're busy underestimating you, you'll be busy building in silence. Quiet steps. Quiet nights. Quiet obsession. And then one day, you'll arrive, not with a whisper, but with thunder. The ground will shake under your name, and the same people who laughed, they'll be the first to kneel. Now listen closely. Your name has already been stamped on a classified document, top shelf, red ink, priority 1. And what does that mean? It means you're not invisible anymore. You're dangerous. You're inevitable. You're the one they whispered about in secret rooms, the one they never saw coming. So stop waiting, stop asking, stop explaining. Type priority 1 in the comments if you're done being ignored, and let's see who's ready to burn the script they handed us and write their own. Funny thing, isn't it? They told you patience is a virtue, that good things come to those who wait. Wait for what? Wait for permission? Wait for the world to notice you? By the time they notice, you'll already be bones in the dirt. The truth is, good things don't come to those who wait. They come to those who rip them out of the ground with bloody hands and refuse to let go. That's the part they never told you. That's why you're here. Because deep down, you're done waiting. You've been conditioned to ask for approval, to beg for recognition, to crave applause like a starving animal. But here's the raw truth. Applause is worthless. It dies in seconds. Respect, though, respect is eternal. Respect is built in silence while no one's watching. It's built in the shadows, in the dark hours when everyone else is sleeping. Do you feel it? That pull to disappear, to go quiet, to become the storm no one saw brewing? That's not weakness, that's strategy. They fear people who move in silence. Oh yes. The loud ones, the boastful ones, the show-offs. They're predictable, easy to break. But the ones who vanish, the ones who grind in secret, the ones who return without warning and shake the ground beneath their feet, those are the monsters the world whispers about. Ask yourself, do you want attention or do you want respect? The crowd will always clap, but only the powerful get silence when they walk in. Silence heavy enough to crush a room. Let me tell you something delicious. Suffering isn't your enemy, it's your ally. Every scar, every failure, every betrayal, it's intel. It's information written into your bones. And while others cry about pain, you weaponize it. Pain is data. Pain is proof you survived what would have broken them. Do you see it now? You're not broken. You're sharpened. The monster isn't in the pain, it's in how you carry it. And if you learn to smile through the cuts, they'll never know where you'll strike next. Picture this. A man sits in a room with nothing. No friends, no money, no applause. Just silence. That silence breaks most people, but not him. He builds, brick by brick, hour by hour. No one's watching. No one believes. Years pass, and then one day he walks out, not as a man, but as a force of nature. The world stares. They ask, where did he come from? The answer is simple. He never left. He was there all along, hidden in plain sight, sharpening the blade they never saw coming. In one kid, he walks out, not as a man, but as the force of nature. The world stares. They ask, where did he come from? The answer is simple. He never left. He was there all along, hidden in plain sight. And now, here you are, still listening, still leaning closer to the words you weren't supposed to hear. Your file marked priority 1. The system tried to bury you under comfort, under fear, under doubt. But something slipped. A crack in the cage. And you felt it, haven't you? The hunger, the rage, the refusal to stay small. Good. Don't run from it. Don't silence it. Feed it, build it, let it turn you into the storm that wipes their lies clean. Because when the monster finally steps out of the shadows, there's no going back. Do you feel that? The air shifting, the silence getting heavier? That's not me. That's you. That's your pulse pounding against the cage they built around you. You've been told to lower your voice, to dim your fire, to shrink so others could feel big. Ha! What a joke. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out like a blade against skin. And here's the twist. Every second you hide, the monster grows hungrier. It's waiting. It's laughing. It's daring you to finally unleash it. Every system depends on your obedience. They don't need chains, they just need your silence. The classroom taught you to raise your hand. The job taught you to take orders. The culture taught you to nod, smile, and obey. But what happens when you stop? What happens when the worker refuses? When the pawn walks off the board? That's the nightmare. That's the breach in the system. And guess what? You are the breach. You are the unplanned event at 3 a.m. You are the classified threat stamped in red ink. You think they care if you win? They don't. They want you numb, scrolling, waiting for someone else to save you. But let me spill the truth. No one is coming. No cavalry, no rescue team. It's just you and the weight of your own rage. And that's enough. It's more than enough. Because buried under all the excuses, all the delays, all the fear, is a weapon they can't touch. You. Imagine sharpening that weapon daily. Imagine how unstoppable you'd be in 6 months. That thought should terrify you or excite you. They fear people who don't flinch, who don't explain, who don't need approval. That's the mind you're building. The mind of chaos wrapped in discipline, a storm disguised as silence. And once you cross that line, there's no return to average. You'll look at your old life like it was a bad dream. You'll laugh at the version of you that begged for permission. And then, you'll hunt. You'll move through life like a predator in a field of sheep. And everyone will feel it. They'll sense it, the force, the danger, the inevitability. Now here's the final twist. You were never ordinary. You were never invisible. You were a file, a target, a national priority. They saw it before you did. That's why they tried to smother you in mediocrity. But mediocrity never sticks to fire. And you, my friend, you are fire. You're the 3 a.m. call that makes powerful men lose sleep. You're the whisper that spreads panic in quiet rooms. You're the reason their walls will shake, and the reason their systems will burn. So here's my question, and it's not a joke. Are you ready to stop hiding? Are you ready to stop waiting? Are you ready to stop bowing to people who couldn't carry the weight of your shadow? Then prove it. Drop priority 1 in the comments right now. Let them know you're done being underestimated, done being ignored, done being silent. This is the breach. This is the awakening. This is the moment you stop being a name in a file and start becoming the storm that makes history. Ah, look at you, still here, still listening. You could have scrolled away, drowned yourself back in noise, but something kept you locked in. Curiosity, wasn't it? That itch in your chest, that whisper saying, don't leave yet. You already know why. 'Cause deep down, you feel it. That pulse, that heat, that monster shifting inside your rib cage. You try to tame it with routines, with excuses, with comfort, but it keeps moving, keeps breathing, keeps laughing at your chains. And every second you pretend it's not there, it gets stronger. They call it ambition. They call it hunger. But those words are too soft. What you've got inside is not ambition. It's a firestorm. It doesn't want stability. It doesn't want safety. It wants chaos. It wants challenge. It wants blood on its teeth and scars on its hands. And if you don't feed it, it will feed on you. That's the secret they never tell you. Your darkness, it's not your enemy. It's your engine. And the only crime you've committed is starving it. Think about this. Who benefits from you being weak? Who profits from you staying small? Who laughs when you play obedient little pawn? Every system, you know, the office, the schools, the so-called leaders, they only function if you stay on your knees. But the moment you stand, The moment you break routine, cut the strings, and move on instinct, they lose control. You ever wonder why rebellion feels so good? Because it's the only honest thing left. You were not built to bow. You were built to rise. And rise doesn't mean smile for the cameras. It doesn't mean share your little wins for likes. No. Rise means building in silence while they sleep. It means sharpening your edge while they waste their time. It means disappearing for months, then returning with a storm no one saw coming. That's real power. That's real fear. Imagine it. Their mouths open, their eyes wide, when the person they dismissed walks back into the room carrying an empire on their shoulders. That's the moment you stop being underestimated. That's the moment they know they should have never doubted you. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need permission to start. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. You don't even need them to believe in you. All you need is that monster inside, finally unchained, finally unleashed. Every scar you've carried, every insult you've swallowed, every failure you've endured, it wasn't wasted. It was ammunition. And now you're armed to the teeth. All that remains is a choice. Will you keep rotting in silence, or will you step out as the storm they can't ignore? So tell me, what's it going to be? Will you keep scrolling, keep numbing, keep burying that beast? Or will you finally admit the truth? You were never average, never replaceable, never meant to be caged. You were always a file marked in red ink, a threat stamped priority 1, and once you embrace it, there's no going back. Type it, claim it, burn it into their memory. Priority 1. Because the next time they brief the president at 3 a.m., it won't just be a file. It'll be your name shaking the walls. Lean closer, yeah, that's it. Because this is the part no one dares to say out loud. You've been living like you're temporary, like your dreams are optional, like your fire is just a hobby, but let me slice through the lie. You are not temporary. You are not optional. You are a storm trapped in skin, and the longer you delay, the louder that storm rages. You feel it, don't you? That thumping in your chest. That isn't anxiety. That's destiny, banging on the walls, screaming to be let out. They will call you crazy. They will call you reckless. They will try to shame you back into the cage. Good. Let them. Every time they call you dangerous, they're just confirming you've stepped into your real skin. And what's funny, they're not scared of what you are right now. No, they're scared of what you'll become if you stop listening to their rules. They're scared of the day you wake up and say, no more permission, no more waiting, no more chains. That's the day you become untouchable. Picture the silence when your name echoes in rooms you've never entered. Picture the panic in their eyes when they realize they can't ignore you anymore. They'll try to copy you, mock you, undermine you, but it won't matter, because you'll be 10 moves ahead, building, moving, striking in silence. The predator doesn't roar, it waits, it calculates, and when it strikes, it doesn't miss. That's the energy you're stepping into, not loud, not desperate, just inevitable. And inevitability is the most terrifying thing in the world. You don't argue with it. You don't negotiate with it. You bow to it. That's the weight you're about to carry. The weight of someone who no longer needs approval, applause, or pity. You'll scare them without saying a word. You'll shake them without lifting a finger. Because once you rise, you make every excuse they've ever told themselves look like a joke. And deep down, they'll hate you for it. But they'll respect you for it too. So, listen carefully. This isn't motivation. Motivation fades. This is war. Internal war. And once you win inside, nothing outside can touch you. Every distraction becomes noise. Every obstacle becomes fuel. Every loss becomes another blade in your arsenal. You don't crumble anymore. You collect. You sharpen. You reload. That's why your file is marked in red. That's why they whispered about you at 3 a.m. Because when you finally flip that switch, there will be no putting you back to sleep. Now I'll ask one last time. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. Are you ready to unleash it? Are you ready to stop playing citizen and start playing storm? Because this isn't entertainment. This is a trigger, and once it's pulled, there's no return. So decide right here, right now. If you're done hiding, done begging, done bleeding for scraps, then type it, claim it, carve it into their memory. 2 words, priority 1. And from this moment forward, that's exactly what you are.